Hey, what's up, family? What's going on? What's going on? This is Chief Kalanago. I'm gonna be doing a live. Hopefully, my battery. I left the house. I'm in Central Park right now. Not Central Park, Prospect Park, right? And I left the house, with my laptop, not realizing it's not fully charged. So I'm gonna try to do this, but I want to share something with y'all real quick. And if you hear a little bit of feedback, background noise, that's because there's an echo around, right? First off, I want to acknowledge the great spirit, universal intelligence, universal source, the great I am. Want to thank, my ancestors, for just guiding and protecting me. All right. And know that any weapons formed against me shall not prosper. But with that being said, I want to share something with y'all real quick. So I'm going to get into it because, like I said, my battery life is not that great. Okay. And this is for educational purposes only. So let me go ahead and share this real quick. All right. Let me share a video with y'all. Give me 1 second. Share screen. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me see, Chroma window. I want y'all to pay attention to this, all right? Now, let me know if you guys could, okay, let me just make sure I'm good here, right? Give me 1 second here, fam. Okay, okay. All righty, so I'm assuming that you guys could hear me, right? If you guys could hear me, do me a favor, please go ahead and type one in the chat, please. All right, hold on. Can y'all hear me? Okay, all righty. I'm not sure if I have audio, man. All right. So I'm assuming that you guys can hear me, right? If you guys can hear me, do me a favor, please go ahead and type one in the chat, please. All right. Give me 1 second, all right? Can y'all hear me? Oh, come on, man. Okay. All right. I'm not sure if I have audio, man. So I'm assuming that you guys can hear me. If you guys can hear me, do me a favor, please go ahead and type one in the chat, please. All right. Give me 1 second, all right? Can y'all hear me? Give me a second, family. Let me just set this up real quick. I apologize, all right? Because, like I said, I'm out here in Prospect Park. So, I mean, yeah, Prospect Park. Second, family. Let me just set this up real quick. All right, good. So you guys can hear me. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, good. So I'm going to share this video with you guys, all right? Let me share this video real quick.
Hello, my name is Scott Workman. I am the founder of Friends of the Original Constitution. We are suing the federal government and over 140 monopolists for $500 trillion to take back what they have stolen from us, and additionally for bribery, treason, fraud, murder, corruption, collusion, conspiracy, pedophilia, sex trafficking, slavery, and kidnapping, for conspiring with the American.
All right, guys. I don't know if you guys could hear the video. Can you hear the video? I need a little bit of feedback from y'all, okay? I need to know if you guys are actually hearing this video. I need some help here, please, okay? Um, all right. I don't even know if I'm live. I know I'm live, but okay, so I think we are good. So let me play this. Let me start it over, okay?
Hello, my name is Scott Workman. I am the founder of Friends of the Original Constitution. We are suing the federal government and over 140 monopolists for $500 trillion to take back what they have stolen from us, and additionally for bribery, treason, fraud, murder, corruption, collusion, conspiracy, pedophilia, sex trafficking, slavery, and kidnapping, for conspiring with the American Medical Association, the CDC, and Big Pharma in extortion, exploitation, and disease racketeering schemes. They've destroyed our health, our freedoms, our liberty, and have stolen our constitutional government. Today, we are exposing the federal government as a fraudulent government that supplanted our constitutional government with a foreign corporation that is masquerading as our government. The top leadership in the federal government are criminals that are conspiring with monopolists in their genocidal plans to overthrow the freedom of all lands, nations, and countries. Friends of the Original Constitution is organizing a constitutional convention and court to prosecute the following: all leadership in the federal government, the American Medical Association, the CDC, all pharmaceutical companies, all vaccine companies, big chemical companies, all leadership of Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, Fox, and MSNBC, the 5G networks, the World Health Organization, Bill Gates, George Soros, Bill and Hillary Clinton, the Rockefeller Empire, Anthony Fauci, Big Oil, the Federal Reserve Bank, and many more. You can find the full list of defendants on our complaint and lawsuit. We, the people, united in majority, hold all authority and jurisdiction in this country, and we hereby revoke our consent, revoke our signatures on all contracts, rescind any authority given, and revoke the jurisdiction of the federal corporation fraudulent crime organization masquerading as our government.
All right. Now, I'm going to stop here for a second. Okay? Let me just stop here for a second. So, you see, so let me tell y'all something, right? Everything I've been teaching you guys, showing you guys, you see, it's real. Telling you about the corporation, telling you about all that, right? But let me tell you why our people, we don't get results. You know why? Because we don't unite. You see, like I told you before, it's not that these failed people, they don't know what's going on. They know what's going on. The only reason why they're stepping up now is because it's affecting them in a huge way. You see what I'm saying? Because they were reaping the benefits of everything. It's not, they knew what was going on, but now they're coming together to sue the United States federal corporation. You heard it now, for $5 trillion. With all these other big companies. Why do you think we will not achieve that? We will not achieve that because we don't want to unite. We will not achieve that because all we want to do is fight each other. You feel me? That's all we do is compete against each other, and we will not come together for the better good and the bigger good of our people. You see what I'm saying? And I keep telling y'all, I can't do this alone. You see what? It's too many people have too many egos. Instead of us coming together, putting our what we need to put together and do our suits. Now we're on the internet fighting, debating, arguing with people who was here first and who wasn't here first. Listen, I keep telling you guys, don't worry about these people. You have to put the burden of proof on your accuser. You see what I'm saying? Let them prove in a court of law that we are not the original people of this land. We don't have to debate with people. Let them prove that in a court of law. They can't. Because number one, there's no record of no slave ships. We did not come here on slave ships. Okay? Number two, we have enough proof from our elders that there was no story or history of slavery. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know what else to tell y'all, man. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Let me let this helicopter pass by. Give me 1 second. Okay? Give me 1 second. So, you heard it. Let me tell you guys something. You see, a lot of you don't know what I've sacrificed. A lot of you don't know what I've sacrificed to be where I'm at and do what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? Nobody knows. Family, I have sacrificed relationships. Okay? Not just with females, but I'm talking with family. I have sacrificed that. Okay? Been homeless. Let me tell y'all something. The entire state of New Jersey, state troopers, they were watching me, and they still are, trying to label me as a sovereign citizen. Okay? My brother in New Jersey got fired from his job because of what I do, what we do. But a lot of you don't know because I don't talk about it. You see what I'm saying? I've been on this grind for years and years and years, reaching and teaching, and we are still in the same position. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Okay? These people know that the United States is going down. The corporation, it's a wrap for the corporation. All that stuff is already prophesied, okay, in the allegorical Bible. You see, the allegorical Bible is not about a sky daddy. That was all written into plan. You feel me? It was all written into plan. And a lot of you don't realize that, especially a lot of our people who think it's about a God in the sky that's coming to save you. And it's not about that. It's a blueprint of what was supposed to happen with these corporations and certain ethnic groups. You feel me? That's what it's about. So the time that was allocated for that corporation to be dismantled, you feel me? It is, the time is nigh, meaning that it's here. And these Caucasians know this. You feel me? They know this. But I'm constantly coming to you, talking to you, teaching you, asking you to walk with me and join me so we can make some things happen. And it looks like I have to be begging people to save them. And that's why I tell people, I'm not going to stick around, okay, when this thing comes falling apart. I'm not going to stick around and be perished with people that don't want to be saved. You feel me? And like I did a video earlier and I told people, check this out. I'm not the only one, but I'm like one of the few Noahs in the day that keep warning you and telling you about the storm that's coming. And I'm building the ark, but a lot of you will not see this. You feel me? A lot of you will not see it because a lot of you too much in your ego, too distracted, and you just don't get it. You just don't get it. So now, a lot of these pale people, now they're coming out telling the truth. How long I've been telling you guys the United States is a corporation? Huh? Literally, the New Jersey State Police was stalking me and my family because I was speaking the truth. Nobody knows what I had to deal with, but I'm still here doing it. Because if I'm gonna die physically for anything, it will be about the truth. You feel me? Because I don't believe in death anyway. But the point I'm making is I'm gonna continue to talk and speak the truth. But family, at some point we gotta say, yo, we gotta come together, man. We gotta unite. We gotta make some moves. And that's the reason why, you see, let me tell you something. These pale people, they know their history. Okay? They know their history. Hmm? They know their history. They know they came here. You heard what he said they were suing for, right? Slavery, fraud, racketeering. Okay, they know all this. Why do you think they could sue for slavery? Because they came here as indentured servants, as slaves. They know the truth. But let me tell you something. The reason why they didn't sue before is because they were enjoying the benefits of that. It wasn't us. It was built on everybody's backs. But they were enjoying the benefits and the fruits of the labor. Now they are not enjoying it. Okay? Things are falling apart. They're stepping up and they're screaming slavery. Same thing like the civil rights. The civil rights didn't start with our people, okay? But it ended with us. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to give y'all another prediction. And y'all might say, oh, well, you know what? Let me tell you something, right? When I'm gone, or when I leave all this alone, you guys are going to look back and say, damn, Chief Kalanago was a prophet. I'm telling you, watch, because I'm going to predict and tell you what's going to happen. And I'm not here to give myself no accolades. I'm just telling you, history always repeats itself. There's nothing new under the sun. And what's going to happen is this, okay? All this is tumbling down. And these Caucasians, they know. You see, they always peep game. They play chess. You feel me? So what's going to happen is this, right? This thing is going to come crashing down. and then the corporation is going to give up. All right. And the same pale people that's in position right now, they're the ones that's going to take it back and reestablish the republic. And our people are still going to be servitude to a system of pale people. Okay. But you see, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. You know why? Because all we want to do is fight each other. All of what people want to do is stay distracted. I'm not saying everybody, but I'm talking about the majority here right now. You feel me? And that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to sue the government, and they're going to win because they have every right to. And they have lawful grounds because it's a corporation that's abusing people's rights. You feel me? Another thing is this. Another reason why so-called black people cannot get reparations, because you don't realize that it's not just a physical thing, it's a spiritual thing. It's even biblical, okay? That Negroes and black people are cursed. It's in the Bible. Because why? You are the descendants of Ham. You are the descendants of Ham, okay? You claim that. You claim that curse. You took that curse upon yourself. The Bible you think they gave you to save you is the same Bible that enslaved you. Okay? It put you into perpetual slavery because you call yourself black. I could go in the Bible and show it to you. In Leviticus, in Exodus, I could go in from the beginning of Genesis and break that down to you to show you how you enslaved. And the God that you serve made it law to enslave you. That's why you cannot get reparations, because so-called black people, okay, were meant to be slaves perpetually. But y'all want to be slaves. That's the problem. And you don't realize that. Not realizing that we are not these black people. Even if I were to look at this from a biblical perspective and break down, okay, you know, the whole Adam and Eve and, you know, Cain and Abel and Shem and Japheth and, you know, the other brother. Okay, it was, let me see, it was Japheth. It was, what was Noah's three sons? I think Japheth, Shem, and Ham. Those three. I could break that down to you and show you exactly who the American Aborigines are. I could show you who the Africans are, and I could show you who the Caucasians are. I could break all that down. I know the codes. And I'm telling you, the American Aborigines, we are not the so-called black people. We are not descendants of Ham. Even if I have to look at this from a biblical perspective and break it down to you. And it wasn't no God in the sky that wrote that book, okay? It was men calling themselves lords and gods. And they gave everybody a genealogy in that book. But you see, y'all, you know, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do. But I'm going to play a little bit more of that video, okay? And then I'm going to shut this down. I just wanted to come out here in Prospect Park and, you know, just get away for a little bit, come breathe by the water, because it takes a lot to deal with my people, man. It takes a lot to deal with y'all, for real, like seriously, okay? Let me go ahead and share this real quick again and just finish this up. And here again what they are suing for, okay? I will put that video in the link for you guys.
We are suing the federal government and over 140 monopolists for $500 trillion to take back what they have stolen from us, and additionally for bribery, treason, fraud, murder, corruption, collusion, conspiracy, pedophilia, sex trafficking, slavery, and kidnapping, for conspiring with the American Medical Association, the CDC, and Big Pharma in extortion, exploitation, and disease racketeering schemes. They've destroyed our health, our freedoms, our liberty, and have stolen our constitutional government. Today, we are exposing the federal government as a fraudulent government that supplanted our constitutional government with a foreign corporation that is masquerading as our government. The top leadership in the federal government are criminals that are conspiring with monopolists in their genocidal plans to overthrow the freedom of all lands, nations, and countries. Friends of the Original Constitution is organizing a constitutional convention and court to prosecute the following: all leadership in the federal government, the American Medical Association, the CDC, all pharmaceutical companies, all vaccine companies, big chemical companies, all leadership of Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, Fox, and MSNBC, the 5G networks, the World Health Organization, Bill Gates, George Soros, Bill and Hillary Clinton, the Rockefeller Empire, Anthony Fauci, Big Oil, the Federal Reserve Bank, and many more. You can find the full list of defendants on our complaint and lawsuit. We the people, united in majority, hold all authority and jurisdiction in this country, and we hereby revoke our consent, revoke our signatures on all contracts, rescind any authority given, and revoke the jurisdiction of the federal corporation fraudulent crime organization masquerading as our government. We consent only to be under the jurisdiction of the Constitutional Convention and Court, where our constitutional government will be restored and the defendants in this lawsuit will be tried for their crimes against us. We authorize a first delegate, Judge and General Chairman Scott Workman. We call upon all states to elect delegates for this Constitutional Convention and Court, and authorize them to prosecute and judge all matters of the lawsuit to restore our constitutional government according to the Declaration of Restoration.
All right, so I'm gonna take this link and I'm gonna put it in the description for y'all, okay? So I just want you guys to know this. All right, we as the original people, okay? We as the original people, we have a right to create our own. But you know why we're not creating it? Because we are so busy fighting each other. We are so busy being distracted. All I see on Facebook and social media is our people acting in this degenerated, fashion and manner. You see what I'm saying? You know why? Because it's a spiritual curse. It's a spiritual curse because you accepted the curse of being black. And a lot of you don't realize that it's a curse. Even in the Bible, it's a curse. That there is a perpetual curse on the children of Ham, which we are not. And I'm talking about, if I were to look at this from a biblical perspective, don't matter how you slice it and dice it, I could prove to you that we, the American Aborigines, are not the children of Ham. So we are not from the black descendants, okay? They label us as Negroes de Terra, yes, but we are not Negroes. You see what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all that things are about to fall apart. And if we're not here to pick it up, then we are going to fall under the same situation, okay, of people controlling us and ruling us in our own land. Let us use this as a perfect opportunity, okay? Let's use this as a perfect opportunity to step up and claim our rightful place in our motherland. You see what I'm saying? And like I did a video earlier, I'm not mad at any other ethnic group for coming here for opportunities. Okay? They stick together. We are the problems. We got to stop complaining and looking at everybody else and blaming everybody else and not taking responsibility. We got to do that. You feel me? We have to. And like I told you, I can't do it alone, family. I can't do it alone. I can't. So if I can't beat them, then I'm going to have to join those that are winning, because I'm not going to stick here and perish with people that refuse to wake up, man. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. You feel me? At some point, you got to be on a winning team, family. You got it. Everybody want to be on LeBron's team. You see what I'm saying? Because LeBron is winning. Everybody want to be on KD's team because KD is a winner. Everybody want to be on Stephen Curry's team because Stephen is a winner. On whose team do you want to be on? Do you want to continue to be on the team that's not winning, that's continuously losing? It is really up to you, family. Let us give these people back their curse. We got to declare to these people and let them know that now we ain't black. We ain't African American. You feel me? And let them prove that we are not. Don't wait for anybody. People will talk, okay? But let the courts decide. If we have to take it to the international court, then that's what it is. Let us put the burden of proof on the accuser. Let them prove that we are not the original people, because I promise you, they will not find a slave ship. I promise you, there will be no manifesto showing that millions of slaves came here from Africa. I promise you that. They will not be able to produce that. You feel me? So all I could do is come to you and show you the information, give you opportunities. That's all I could do, but I cannot put a gun to your head and force you to do it. I can't do that because you got free will. I can't do it, family. It's really up to you. It's really up to you. Everybody's living the American dream except the American Aborigines. Everybody. You know why? Because we are too busy here debating each other, putting down each other, belittling each other. A lot of these fools out here don't even know that the United States is not America. The United States is just a corporation created on the American soil. They don't even know that America is a continent. So a lot of them on the internet, you know what, talking about people, in the islands or the Caribbean or in South America, talking about they're not Americans. Like, y'all are a lot of you are just so dumb and stupid. It's not even funny. You see, it's called divide and conquer. Not realizing that, how do you think we all were called Americans? Because it started in the islands. It was the islanders who were first called Americans. Where do you think the name America came from? It came from the islands. It came from the islands. Who do you think were the first ones to be called Americans? Haitians, Brazilians. But a lot of you don't get it, man. You see, y'all are so lost, it's not even funny. So I just came out here, man. Like I said, I just had to just speak my mind a little bit. You feel me? Because I'm going to tell you one thing. My grandmother is 90 years old, and thank the great spirit that she's still here. Okay? My grandmother never told me about a slave story. Okay? Her mother never told her about a slave story. You feel me? So let me ask you a question. Where did this narrative of slave ship came from? Where? That's what I want to know. She's 90 years old. Beautiful, beautiful gray hair. Beautiful copper complexion. So let me ask you a question. Where did this narrative come from? Where? Family, you don't realize, okay? Once again, I'm gonna do a lesson, okay, and break this down for y'all. I'm gonna break it down from a biblical perspective. I've already done it from a historical perspective. I've already done it from a geological perspective. I've already done it through an archaeological perspective. I've already given it to you through a scientific perspective that America is the first, okay, the firstborn of all the continents. I've already proven that to you, okay? I've already proven to you in literature, prehistoric books, that they are who the Aborigines are. And I'm going to break it down to you from a biblical perspective. I'm going to break it down and prove to you who the American Aborigines are. Okay, the children of the wilderness, the bow and arrow masters. I'm going to go into the Bible and pull it out for you and prove to you and show you that we are not the descendants of Ham. Okay, so why are we calling ourselves blacks and Negroes? They gave us that name. Okay, but I'm going to break that down for y'all. Family, it is time to rise. And if you don't take the opportunity while the building is breaking down, when it's all broken down, somebody else is going to build it, and we are not going to be a part of it. So I cannot be mad at any other ethnic group that's coming together and doing what they got to do. I respect it. I respect it. I just did a little live on when I was coming here to Prospect Park, right? I just did a little live when I was coming down. I'm showing people of all the buildings that's being put up. If things are so bad in the hood, why do the Jews continuously build? I mean, I'm talking about big buildings to rent out. Huh? Why is that? Family, in fact, I'm gonna block you, man. If you're gonna come on here and want to tell us where we're from, I'm gonna block you. If you're such a fool, Africa is new, family. We are not Africans, so you're blocked. You see, that's the problem with these Negroes. They want to come here and tell us who we are. You feel me? And that's the problem with a lot of y'all, man. That's the problem with a lot of y'all. Y'all are gonna continue to deal with this oppression from your own people. Let me tell you something. Even a lot of these Negroes, they used to enslave their own people. Okay? That's why they're cursed. And I'm going to break all that down for you. These so-called black people. All right? They used to enslave their own. Okay? And that's facts. That's facts. They want to tell you what's your origin. Every culture have their own story of creation. And we had our own right here in the Americas. Different tribes or different clans, whatever you want to call them, okay, they had their own stories of what you call the creation story. All right? And it was always told, they always spoke about three races that were created. All right? Three races. Always. So it's about time that we step up. You feel me? We got to step up and unite. So when this thing fall apart, because it's already falling apart, that we are there to not pick up the pieces, but rebuild on solid ground and make sure that we are heard, and not just heard, but we establish our position in our own land. Okay? We are the ones. Now it's our time for us to run things in our land. You feel me? Because there's going to be another unrest. Okay? There's going to be another unrest. Why? Because the pale man will not sit around. A lot of them will not sit around while the aborigines step back up. Okay? So it might end up being physical. I'm just letting y'all know what's coming. Okay? I'm just letting y'all know what's coming. Because they stood up and fought for their declaration. They stood up and fought for their revolution when they wanted their freedom from their black masters in Europe. Okay, they fought for that right here in the Americas, particularly the United States. Okay, so they're not just going to sit around and allow us as the original people to step up and make it happen, no matter what you hear them say. Okay, because they always want to be the ones to be on top. But now that things are crumbling and it's affecting them, they're going to stand up and talk now. Things I've been telling you guys for years now. Okay? Everybody's talking about it now. All right? So with that being said, I'm about to conclude this video because my battery is about to die out. But I just wanted to kind of share this with you. I put the link of the video in there. You see, we got to come together and do our own thing. We know black people are not going to get reparations. Okay? Because why? Within every code, okay, even in the Bible, black people, okay, black people from the God in the Bible, all right, said judicially that black people were supposed to be slaves into perpetuity. So there's no way around that. Okay? There is no way around that. A lot of you that call yourselves black, you're supposed to be slaves for the rest of your lives because it's a spiritual curse that was put on the descendants of Ham. So that cannot be lifted. The only way it could be lifted is if you let go of that God. But anytime that God is your God, you are under that curse. But a lot of you will not get it. You feel me? You will not get it because you don't realize the spiritual implication of that Bible because you don't know what it is. Okay, you sit around for a lot of people to tell you what it is, but even they themselves, a lot of them don't know what it is. Okay, that's why so-called black people are dealing with what they're dealing with right now, because they have accepted the curse of the pale man, because black means pale. Okay, that curse wasn't supposed to be about you, but you took it upon yourself. Just like how you took the civil rights upon yourself, just like how you take everything about you and put it up and put it on your backs. Okay. Mm. And when the so-called powers relinquish their hold, you are not around to pick up the pieces and take your rightful place. No. You feel me? So, just want y'all to know you got to peep game. You got to peep game. And it's time for us to step up. It's time for us to come together. It's time for us to rise. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm not going to sit around and perish with a bunch of people that don't want to be saved. Okay? I keep warning you guys about the flood that's coming. It's going to be a financial flood. Okay, it's going to be a food shortage. Okay, it may be a physical war. How many of you are prepared for that? You know why? Because you are not considered people. So, because you are not considered people, you don't have a right. The Second Amendment don't apply to you. Okay? I'm going to repeat that. Because you are not considered people, you are not considered humans. Because black means slave. Even in the Bible, it means that you have no rights. And therefore, you always have to live a life of servitude. Okay? Y'all don't realize that. But like I said, I'm going to do a little lecture. I'm going to break down this whole Bible for y'all. I'm going to even prove to you that the God in the Bible didn't give Eve her name. Okay? I'm going to break all that down to you. I'm going to break down the genealogy, and I'm talking about looking at it from a biblical perspective. Okay? I'm also going to prove to you who the American Aborigines are. Okay? So, family, I'm about to get out of here. Just wanted to come to Prospect Park a little bit, get out the house a little bit, and I'm about to go by the water and just woo-saw a little bit, because I cry for my people, man. My people perish for the lack of knowledge, and they want to continue to hold on to this curse, hold on to this Bible, hold on. You see, there's nothing wrong with the Bible if you know what it is. Okay, because the Bible got some jewels for days, but you just don't know what it is. And the people that's teaching you about it, it's either they know and they're fooling you, or they don't know because they're fooled themselves. But they just don't know what it is. So I'm going to let you know again, even in the Bible, being black or Negro is a curse. And it came from Noah. All right? And he said God gave it to him. The Spirit, the Holy Ghost, told him to curse the seed of Ham, that they shall be slaves into perpetuity. But I'm going to break that down for y'all. So if y'all want to continue to be black and continue to hold on to this God in the Bible, thinking that's your God, y'all got some rude awakening coming. You got another thing coming to you. All right? Because when all this come crumbling down, the next set administration of the next set of people that's going to take it is not going to be us. So we'll always be at the bottom of the totem pole. I refuse to be in that position. I refuse to be one of those people. Nah, I'm not going to do that. So if y'all want to stay and be in the back of the line, if you want to continue to be slaves, if you want to continue to fight each other, if you want to continue to degrade it, that's on you. That's on you. If you want to remain being poor, broke, and busted, that's on you. If you want to keep claiming corners and blocks and not the continent, that's on you. But I refuse to be a part of that. I'm not going to be a part of that. I'm not. Nah, I'm not going to do that. So I'm making my declaration that I'm going to step up and claim mine. Okay? And I'm only going to deal with people that are ready to step up. I don't care if it's 5 of us. I don't care if it's 10 of us, but we are going to be on the winning team. And y'all could call us sellouts. Y'all could call us whatever the hell you want, because a lot of you don't get it. A lot of you don't get it. But I'm going to break down this whole Genesis and this whole Exodus thing. I'm going to break it down for y'all. And I'm going to prove to you and show you that your God in the Bible, okay, your God in the Bible put that mark on you and told you that you have to be slaves for the rest of your lives. Your posterity, your descendants, everybody from your line, because you're black and you're a Negro, you have to be a slave for the rest of your life, and you will not realize why you cannot get reparations. You will not realize why you cannot come out of the slums. It's because you call yourself black. That's the problem. And it's written in your Bible. Okay? So don't blame the system. Blame the God that you serve. Period. That's what it's about. I'm your brother, Chief Kalinago. I'm out.